If things are simple, then we have less and less to do. And this great man, I don't know how to pronounce his name, he has said, less and less is done until non-action is achieved. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. Please don't take pictures of this because I don't know what this means. What Einstein said is more relevant. If you cannot explain it simply enough, you don't understand it well enough. The idea that is good for Honda or TVS is no good for me. Just as something that is good for Pepsi is no good for Coke, or something that's good for Infosys is no good for TCS, especially in recent times. The solution, the most important thing in homeopathy is to find what is it in that person that makes the person that person who he is. In other words, what does he have in uncommon with others, not what he has in common with others. I think that should be, as Shireen said, the purpose of every business to ask ourselves, what is unique about us? Otherwise, there is no reason for us to exist. So what is that D factor, the differentiator that we bring to the marketplace? Now, the Bajaj Auto I walked into 25 years ago was known as a company that made low-cost scooters, and almost all of which was sold only in this market. The Bajaj Auto that I am part of today, 25 years later, I would like to believe is known as a company that makes high-tech motorcycles, and almost half of which are exported across the world, including to the US, to Europe, Japan, etc. I wonder if anybody cared to elaborate. What does it mean? How can you reimagine without re-engineering? Because as far as I am concerned, engineering is a big part of reimagination, and imagination is a big part of engineering. But sometimes what happens in my company happens in your organization. The people who organize things to make it look impressive come up with these big words that mean very little. I think often when managers think about ideas, immediately benchmark karo. दूसरा आदमी क्या कर रहा है देखो. No. Benchmarking is to understand what not to do. It is not to understand what to do. See, I like to start, since the theme is simplification, what do we need to do as managers? A, there is a problem we need to recognize. B, we have to analyze the problem. C, we have to find a solution. And D, we have to implement the solution. It's as simple as that. Both of us make sometimes, as a patient and as a manager, we make the mistake of assuming the problem is because of the outside world. This is like a patient telling a doctor, I am not well because I have swine flu, because of the virus. But the patient does not ask himself why the neighbor or the colleague who is smelling the same air doesn't have the problem. He doesn't realize he has swine flu because his immunity is weak. It has less to do with the virus, it has more to do with his vitality. In the same way, why is it in the aviation sector, a sector which is known to be very difficult, Indigo does so well, for example, and Kingfisher does so badly? I jokingly tell people it is because in Kingfisher there is no business model, there are only models. Point I am trying to make is we have to look inside before we look outside. Analysis. There is a concept called the three-legged stool with which the homeopath tries to understand the patient, because he is not trying to solve the symptom, he is trying to heal the patient. So he looks at his mental emotional condition, he looks at his general condition, and then he looks at the specific symptom. We also have to do that as managers. I think too often we take a one-dimensional view. We only look at the customer, or only look at the competition, or only think about ourselves and forget the marketplace. It doesn't work like this. And finally, in terms of implementation, the reality is, implementation is an ongoing process of improvement. In homeopathy, it is called posology, how you give one dose after the other to the patient. You don't give it mechanically like in allopathy, take this for 5 days, 3 times a day. It doesn't work like that. You say, take one dose, come back to me after 1 week, we'll talk again. I think it's the same in management. You take an initiative or you start something and you review it and you improve it as you go along. So to me, it made a lot of sense to strike this comparison. Now, if management at the end of the day, simplistically speaking, is about an idea and an implementation, the first principle and the most important principle is that of individualization. As I said, what makes me who I am is who I am. We are a motorcycle manufacturer. It's not unique to be a motorcycle manufacturer. But we are neither vertically organized, as some of our competition is, i.e. brands like BMW, Ducati, KTM, nor are we horizontally organized, or in fancier words, we don't have a horizontal architecture like a Honda or Yamaha does with 200 brands out there. We have a diagonal architecture, 10 brands, starting with a brand called Boxer we sell in Africa for no more than $350, To the brand KTM, we sell in developed markets for as much as 10 times that price. And despite addressing this entire spectrum, we are able to deliver a 22% EBITDA, which is like double the industry standard at the end of the day. So there is something unique, something individualized about our business model that helps us to do that. Very often we become like five blind men on the elephant. Everybody is talking about a different part of the elephant. It's easier said than done. We made a lot of scooters at one time, but our R&D was a big zero. Don't go and tell my father this, otherwise I'll lose my inheritance. But this is my opinion anyway. And the answer to not having an R&D doesn't mean you go and sell something cheap. The answer to not having an R&D is not to go and engage a consultant. The answer to not having an R&D is to develop your own capability. And I started long time back in '96 with 4 young engineers to do that. So individualization, holism, and vitality are the 3 fundamental principles that guide ideation at our company. Bajaj Auto, for example, could never export. Till 12, 13 years back, if you look at our balance sheet, you will see our exports were zero. Today, as I said earlier, the sun doesn't set on an Indian motorcycle because we export from everywhere from Japan to the West Coast. This happened because we sought to follow the principle of like cures like. First, we went to neighboring markets. From there, we went to a little more challenging market, etc. And using this approach, we brought ourselves to a position where we can be a global maker. To me, the Pulsar motorcycle was an example of one thing being everything. Because through the Pulsar, we changed everything in the company. The R&D skills, the engineering skills, the production skills, the cost structure, the marketing, the sales, the distribution, the service standards, everything changed. So CEOs are sometimes notorious about, they go to a new conference every week and come back with a new idea and confuse people every week with that. You have to stay with one thing. But you don't have to feel insecure कि one thing ही करेगा तो क्या होगा? अरे वो one thing में सब कुछ होना चाहिए. In homeopathy, it is called all the locals must be present in that global, and the global must be present in all the locals. This is very important, I think, for good implementation. It takes a child sometimes to say that the emperor is naked, which means if the solution, if the idea is right, it will go like a hot knife through butter. Even if you give a small dose, if your idea is not working, i.e., for example, demonetization, don't blame execution. That means your idea itself is wrong. So it's not that you get from one level to the next level in one jump. Everybody knows Rome is not built in a day. We must take those measured steps. As you have done so successfully over the last 20 years, you have taken India to the world like that. We are also trying to do it in our own way. And everyone said to me that you can't get rid of labor in this country. Everybody knows that very well. You can't fire people. That to a big prominent company like Bajaj, it's out of the question. You'll never get permission. What did we do? We told each person that your take-home salary till day of retirement, we will keep depositing in your bank account, but please go home, play with your grandchildren, let us make the motorcycles. They all took the VRS, they all went home. So if you take a holistic view of a situation, I think every problem can be solved.